Houston. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Strike. Check strike.
They'll start on the ground with Strong. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off play action. It's Howell. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This one complete to Smallwood. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Red.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out.
Red.
What
Yellow.
changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Steal. Check steal. Blaster. Sit. Ready.
They'll go again with Strong. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down, a run with Strong. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 17-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The first carry now. This is Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
Now Lance. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. Strikers, 3-3. Black Ultra. Check, huh?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now they go play action with Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Blue strike.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. And the man open here is Strong. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space, pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, Really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the set.
Here now a 3rd and 20. On 3rd down, here's Strong. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. McPherson's kick is good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Howell. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Moran. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Robinson up the middle. Bulldozes past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he will not make it. They stop him short of a first down. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And Lance now to throw. This one swung outside to Strong. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A game there of 30 big ones.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Finds Strong on the check down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught. Touchdown! Michael Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
15. First down, Commanders.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Robinson. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
On the ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
White. Set.
To throw, it's Lance. And he completes it to Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cut.
They go quickly here out to Moore. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And a completion to Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Blue check. Cut.
Back to the ground with Strong. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Set. Cut.
Strong again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Check.
Running left, it's Strong. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Blaster. 6. Ready.
Lance back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Drill green. Cut.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
21, Dragons 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set.
Here's Lance. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Blue
Brings
strike.
up 2nd and 20.
Set.
At the
Now
15-yard
Lance.
line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Howell. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
43-yard line.
Ready,
One
ready.
play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Now Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From midfield, here's Lance. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Lance now on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
A 41-yard attempt.
And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up